Fantasy Philosophers is brought to you by fantasy-info.com.
We knew Jerricho Cotchery wasn't going to be the same receiver for fantasy or anything close that he was with Brett Favre, and even with that, he was just barely a guy that was worth having on your team. He lost Brett Favre last offseason. He had a rookie quarterback, so this just didn't progress out well for him. Even though, a guy like Lavernius Coles did leave the team, he was the number one receiver to start the year. Well, they traded for Braylon Edwards. That hurt his value even more. This offseason, they trade for Santonio Holmes. That hurts his value even more, even though Mark Sanchez is taking good steps to throw the ball more this season. So the first month of the year, it looks like Holmes, he's going to be suspended. So with Cotchery, he will be a starter then. After that, he's probably going to roll into being their slot man. He has some value for the first month of the season. So if you're just looking for a short-term quick fix there to have on your team, see what he does, that's fine. I wouldn't recommend that you draft him though, because I just don't think he's ever really been a strong guy. He's always seemed like he's been around 800 yards receiving without the greatest of touchdowns most years, and that was when he was a clear starter through the whole season. So with Cotchery, I think this is probably the end of the road for him, at least in New York. We'll have to see if maybe he ends up somewhere else, or if he just is always relegated to being kind of the number 2 guy there, and that's just the best that he ever is.
For more fantasy football information, go to fantasy-info.com and sign up for our free e-newsletter. Good luck in your 2010 Fantasy Football League. As an added bonus, the Fantasy Info guys will include their 5 secret tips for success in fantasy football.